Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Shacey Bender. I'm Cheyenne.
And I'm Sierra, and welcome back to this week's video.
I'm wearing my Big Time Rush shirt even though no one can see it.
Guys, it's happening again. Big Time Rush taking over the channel?
Oh no, not Big Time Rush again.
I don't know how many times we're going to milk that. I mean, if it keeps happening. On our last video that we made about Big Time Rush, where we reacted to the Big Time Rush pilot, someone made a comment about, just kind of talking about Big Time Rush music. And we were like, we got you covered because we were already planning on making a video about the Big Time Rush album. So here is that video.
So today we are going to be ranking all of the songs on Big Time Rush's first album and songs that were included in the first season of the show that are technically unreleased.
So basically all this just includes everything on album 1, singles, and then just songs that were on the show. Like, it's just confusing because they were a TV show and a band at the same time. So like, even though like songs were being released on the show, technically in real life they weren't released, even though they were kind of released.
It's a bit confusing, but you'll understand once we get into it because you'll be like, oh yeah, that was in the show and that wasn't on the album or whatever. So yeah, I guess let's get into our ranking.
There are 17 songs in total. What song will make it out on top from Big Time Rush's first album, Big Time Rush?
Out of the 17 songs that we have, I mean, this isn't even technically a real Big Time Rush song because it's not even something that's unreleased. It's just something dumb. At number 17, we have the Turd Song.
I'm sorry, I voted for this. I was the one who was like, it needs to go in last because I just feel like this whole list needed something to fall on. You know, a pile of poop, like for a soft landing, because I'm sorry, ew. The reason we needed it is because I don't think that what would have been in last place in this list deserves to be there. You know, it doesn't deserve to be marked last place because honestly, this was one of the hardest rankings we have ever done because how are you supposed to rank songs from a band that never made a flop? Like, every song is a banger. So it's really difficult. So even the one that's, at the bottom could honestly still be on par with the one at the top.
Yeah, I said this before and I'll say it again. They're like my children. All of them are kind of equal to me, but they're better at different things than the other. And now we're ranking the children.
Yeah, what a really great way to explain it.
Yeah, and the Turd Song, I mean, it's a classic. It's just a joke song, so that's why it has no substance. It's about turds. So it ended up in last place. Next up at number 16, we have I Know You Know.
A bop. One of their best collabs, in my opinion. We get one of our favorite lines. Got a big time crush on you. That wouldn't exist without this song.
I wish that it wasn't as low on the list as it is, because technically this is the real last place if we're excluding the Turd Song. But I think it's understandable why it is where it is. It's a bop. I love to listen to it. It's a fun song to listen to, but there's not much going on, and I still enjoy it a lot. Party like it's 99. Yeah.
The reason why I was like, this has to go in last place, although, it's lyrically genius, of course, because it's from Big Time Rush, it's just not my favorite lyrics from them. Like, I love the verses because, again, the whole rap, hey baby, you drive me crazy, it ain't about what you done for me lately, it's all about you, no lie is the truth, I was gonna say I got a big time crush on you. Also, it literally starts with, maybe this could be the line that starts the whole story. We have all those amazing lyrics and little bits, but I'm just not the biggest fan of the lyrics of the chorus. Party like it's 99. It's not even that they're bad lyrics, I just think that the songs ahead of it have better lyrics than it.
I just don't think it's their best song, but it's a banger.
I know you know, I got your heart thumping. I know you know, we got something.
At number 15, we have This Is Our Someday. I wish this was higher on the list because I think some of the lyrics are very powerful and it means a lot to me personally. 1 is good, but 4 is better. 4 hockey players from Minnesota. The mixing is not the greatest.
Honestly, I really like the verses of this song, lyrically and just vocally, and every time I hear that, oh, uh-oh, I know I'm in for a treat, and I just see the episode with everyone following Logan around and just like... It's a party, and he's got the Swagger app. It's really fun. The chorus. It's a mix of a couple things. The mixing, the layering, and the auto-tune, but I think it's mostly at the fault of the auto-tune.
I think it has to do with the fact that the song existed before Kendall was even in the band. It existed with the other guy who was supposed to be in the band instead of Kendall, aka Kurt. So I feel like because it was before he was in the band, like the song existed, some of it is like mixed together, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, but because of the auto-tune and everything with the layering of their voices, it ends up just sounding really robotic when they say someday, and it ends up being like, this is our someday. Like instead of, this is our someday, like day, like very like,
Yeah.
instead of a, it's like like a lot. And you can tell like it's like auto-tune or something, it's not like natural. So yeah, that's why it's where it is. Great song though, and the funny thing is that literally as soon as we made this list, I could not stop thinking about the song and how much of a bop it is.
At number 14, we have Nothing Even Matters.
This is a really fun one.
1 for all the haters, 2 for all of those who try to shut us down. They don't even know.
I really have no complaints. It's really just what it's up against, really. I mean, I like the video. They're in the suits.
And I also like that I'm pretty sure this is James Maslow's favorite song of theirs, so that's pretty cool. And also, I don't know, for whatever reason, this reminds me of Kendall and Joe. It's because of the school dance episode.
I was just gonna say, isn't that their school dance episode where, you know,
They went to the prom, is the Prom Kings one.
Yeah, because I just kept seeing James in a dress in my mind, and I was like, yeah, that's that episode, right?
Yeah, they perform.
Like, why else would they be wearing suits and performing? So, yeah, that's why.
I don't have too much to say about this one. It's just, nothing even matters. They're like,
Coming in at number 13, we have Count on You.
Baby, I'm counting on you.
A really good collab.
possibly their best collab, if I'm being honest, because Jordan Sparks' voice is just lovely to listen to.
Also, I love the video that they filmed with her for the episode.
Yeah, the black and white and the tuxedos. It's iconic.
Their voices blended well together.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, Big Time Rush saved the song apparently, because it had to be a duet.
And they fell down a well.
Not only that, but I think the lyrics are pretty good also, but I have one complaint. One of the lyrics is a double negative, and therefore it is not grammatically correct. And I think that's why it got bumped down to number 14 on this list out of 17. No numbers in my pocket. I have a problem with it because it says, and you're never gonna see no numbers in my pocket.
So he has a ton of girls' numbers in his pocket.
Yeah, you're never gonna see no numbers in my pocket because I will always have girls' numbers in my pocket. And my pockets are filled with girls' numbers and not money. I want that money. Get that bag.
Another thing with it is, like, I was trying to be like, well, what if it's just like, no, like a separate, like, little sentence almost, or exclamation. Never gonna see no numbers in my pocket. Like, or I was even thinking, like, is it like a little thing in the background, but it's too audible, like
You hear no. It's not just, oh, numbers in my pocket or something like that. It's no numbers in my pocket.
yeah, like, it's too clear to not be just like a random thing in the background either. At number 12, we have one of my favorite Big Time Rush songs, Oh Yeah. So tell me, who am I supposed to be? What I gotta do to get you close to me? Yeah, this is really James' song. Honestly, I wish it was higher up, but again, I think it is where it should be.
It's a banger. The episode it was in was pretty funny.
Isn't that our favorite episode, Big Time Songwriters?
I don't know if it's my favorite episode,
Well, no,
but
but
it's
one
a
of our-
funny episode.
it's
to
one of our
watch.
favorites.
Yeah, I love to see grown men pretending to be teenagers fight. Apparently, because they fought a lot in that episode. It's like, oh yeah, the fighting back and forth.
Yeah. No, but I just like how James was like the main vocalist of this song. He really brought it, and you know, I think he needed a little F-boy moment, and he got it. Again, like, so tell me, who am I supposed to be? What I gotta do to get you close to me? If I run away tonight, will you follow me?
I ain't gonna stop until I make you mine. And he says that a lot in the show. She will be mine. At number 11, we have a very nostalgic one to us. Big Night.
I really like the verses to this song. You know, it's been a long week, been working overtime. Like, you know, some pretty good vocals on this song. Honestly, I think my nostalgia was really trying to make me put this like way even higher on this list, because every time I hear that, oh, it literally reminds me of my childhood.
Like you said, I really like the lyrics of this song because, like, it's been a long week, I've been working so hard, I need a night with the boys, you know, to just do whatever we want to do and have a good time.
Also, I really like the video for this. I don't know why, there's just something about hopping on one leg down steps that's, you know, so risky and dangerous, but really cool to watch.
They're
And-
just lunging towards us. It's kind of scary, if I'm being honest, kind of terrifying.
And I think the funny thing is we're describing all these videos, but we didn't even watch the videos when we did this list. But yeah, there's so many different attachments to these songs. But I mean, as far as the song itself, you know, I actually really like the mixing of it. I like the instrumental.
Carlos had a moment. 1, 2, 3, all your boys and girls gonna party like it's the end of the world. It's also funny to think that this was in the Big Time Halloween episode where they were monsters.
Frank and Carlos, though. At number 10, we have Shot in the Dark.
This song wouldn't be as high up as it is if it wasn't so good lyrically and so deep. Because honestly, the mixing is not very good on some parts of it. It sounds better when you watch the episode than it does in the studio version, because like it's not gonna be very high quality because it was never released.
Yeah, the thing is that the production on the verses compared to the chorus is like completely different. It's like the verses are clear and they sound good, but then all of a sudden, you know, during the chorus, it sounds so weird and almost muffled. And it was really sad because I really enjoyed James' vocals there because, well, they talked about how difficult it was because they were always being forced to sing really high out of their range, and he was more, and I feel like what his range probably was, and it was a lot deeper than usual. And so I really appreciated it, but the mixing wasn't great on it. And that's why the song that is ahead of it is where it is, because we were really fighting over these two, and we had to listen to them both over and over again and really try to decide which one was better.
I also like Kendall's singing a lot. The lyrics are just very good. I do think the lyric, like angels, you were floating to me and that's how it should be, is a little silly. I don't really get it, but like I kind of love that I don't get it.
Well, it's probably again like deep, like they wrote it. Because if you didn't know, like Big Time Rush wrote all their songs. So,
Well, I don't know if they wrote all their songs, but
like
like
a lot of them.
a lot of them.
And even if they didn't like,
they
you know,
co-wrote.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Even if they didn't like write like the whole song itself, like a lot of them, they were still involved in the writing of it. At number 9, which was definitely Shot in the Dark's competitor, is Stuck. I really had to convince Sierra that this song was as good as it was and is. I literally would listen to that song every day. And honestly, I think I should start doing it again because it's still such a bop. I love the vocals in this song. Carlos gets to have a moment. Logan does too. Kendall's a little bit in the background for this song, which is the thing is like because Kendall's always pretty much the main vocalist, it's kind of nice to see.
James hit a high note. That part sounds so
Believe
good.
it, baby, like that part.
Yeah.
And that is my favorite part of the song, just that little bit. Lyrically, it's just amazing, and the video is funny for it.
I almost want to call the song deep. The thing about it is that the lyrics are very direct. You know exactly how they're feeling. They're describing their anxiety.
About trying to be with this girl.
Yeah, if you could read my mind, then all your doubts would be left behind, and every little thing would be falling into place. That's a really good lyric. There were so many things
That I never ever get to say.
because I'm always tongue-tied with my words getting in the way.
Yeah, like you see, you know exactly what it's about, and you know, I love an acoustic BTR song.
We love a shy boy. I like BTR having a shy moment.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see. But yeah, the production and mixing on this was just better than Shot in the Dark, so therefore it had to go ahead of it, even though they're honestly on par with each other. At number 8, we have Worldwide. A classic.
I feel like it could have been higher, but I wouldn't say I'm necessarily desensitized to it, but maybe it's just like overplayed. I do still think it's a very powerful song. When I listen to it, I feel the pain. I see Kendall seeing Joe leave to go on her plane, her leaving forever until she comes back and freaking sees him making out with Lucy in an elevator. You know, I see that.
But I think, you know, this song is really good lyrically. And my favorite part is like, you know, that build up.
Oh, wherever the wind blows me, you're still the one and only
girl on my mind. And like then James has his amazing, powerful
belting moment. Because there ain't no one better, so always remember.
Girl, you're mine. That was amazing. Like, the thing is, it sounds maybe stupid saying it out loud, like, girl, you're mine, or whatever.
It's a powerful lyric. No matter where BTR goes, Paris, London, Tokyo, they'll still love you.
I mean, also, like, Worldwide's a ballad.
Yeah, I love a good ballad from BTR, and I'm glad that they have a lot of them. And it's kind of like the similar thing with BTS, why I like their boy band ballads, just because it's very emotional and very meaningful, just like this song. Like, I think Butterfly and Worldwide are very similar to me.
Interesting.
That's just my personal opinion. At number 7, we have Boyfriend. An iconic song, possibly their most famous song.
Oh,
I think this is what they're most known for. No matter how many years have passed, I'll go on social media and see people playing this in the background of their TikToks and just Instagram videos.
I mean, you know what the thing is, like, thinking about this, I'm like, should Worldwide have gone above Boyfriend or not? Because, you know, sometimes I'm like, Worldwide, it just sounds really good, but at the same time, I think it's a little bit overplayed. You know what the thing is, like, even though I know people play Boyfriend a lot, I still always see people, like, really overplaying Worldwide to this day. And I think it mainly has to do with the fact, with the scene existing in the whole video in the airport. But, I mean, Snoop Dogg was in Boyfriend.
Not only that, but the video is hilarious, and I'm not always in the mood to listen to Worldwide because of how sad it is. Where Boyfriend, you know, I could listen to it really at any time because it's super fun. Also, the video is hilarious, them going into the future.
This dance move lives in my mind.
Them dancing with random women.
No, they literally made fake twins.
We're offended.
Why did they make fake twins just to be with James when throughout the rest of the video was only one girl?
It's kind of ridiculous.
Honestly, I think the thing with Boyfriend is just more of a Big Time Rush thing than Worldwide is. Not, like, Worldwide is really great, but the thing is, I just feel like, you know, you're looking for a boyfriend, I see that, give me time, you know, I'm gonna be that. That is so season 1 mindset of Big Time Rush.
And I stand. You know, we love the devotion. We love a little bit of simping.
You'll understand why in a second. Like, again, we're picking, like, what are their roots, you know? And that also connects to what is in the next place.
And I also think it's funny because a lot of the time, you know, like in the first episode, Kendall's complaining so much, like, it's not always girl time, but I think it is.
Don't you know it's girl time? You know, they say it's not girl time, but then they're always, like, scouting out. They're, like, literally creeping with their tree hats on, trying to find girls at the Palm Woods to date.
Not only that, but one time they were like, it's girl time. They got up off their chairs in front of the pool. I swear that those twins came up and they were like, oh no, we're gonna get their names wrong.
Carlos gets pushed in the pool.
That's us.
If we were twins in BTR, maybe we would push Carlos in a pool. I'm just kidding, I wouldn't do that.
Like, don't get my name wrong. I'm an individual.
At number 6, one of Sierra's favorites for sure, we have Any Kind of Guy. Any kind of guy you want, girl, that's the guy I'll be. Turn myself upside down. You know, the slowed down version, Gustavo's rendition. Any kind of guy you want, that's the guy I'll be. Turn myself upside down. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
I love this song. It's super fun. I love the video for it. I'm trying to not base it so much off of the show and episodes, but we can't deny that it was a really good episode. One of their best. When they were all fighting over Joe, and James got the better wear your Rakuda allergic reaction.
No, but I think the funniest thing is, like, again, we talked about this when we were watching the episode. Like, honestly, it was kind of toxic. They're all fighting over her, but we were, like, all for it. Being like, can this happen to me? Almost, you know? Even though, like, maybe it's not okay, but it's Big Time Rush, so maybe it is, but I don't know. It's a bop, and I love the little disco kind of elements.
There are some little disco elements in the song.
Like that kind of sound.
Yeah, and they have a I don't know how to describe it, but it sounds very disco. Other than that, like, I think lyrically it's pretty awesome. Change yourself for me. No, I'm not telling you to do that.
No, but I really like the vocals in this one specifically, and I can always just see Logan going, yes I will, like kind of like in the intro, like in the Big Time Rush intro, he's, you know, just always like doing that finger point up to the sky.
It's just, Big Time Rush has the devotion that men in real life don't.
You're really like making claims.
I really am making a lot of statements that can't be taken back.
At number 5, we have, honestly, probably in like my favorite Big Time Rush songs, because again, we're doing the songs based on, you know, like so many different factors, not just personal favorites, you know, like an official ranking. But this is one of my personal favorites. I listen to it all the time. It is Famous at spot number 5.
Wanna be famous.
Famous is everything I ever wanted. I love the vibe. Famous is just such a song where it could have only been made back then, because it's basically like 2000s and early 2010s celebrity glam. I don't care. Let's glamorize fame for a second, okay?
I know.
It used to be so like glamorous to be famous, and now there's just too many people that are famous, honestly, and it's annoying. So I like being able to look back at this song and being like, yes, I love it.
It's one of my favorite videos from them, like, on the Big Time Rush channel. Like, I'm not even talking about the thing in the episode, although it is iconic when, you know, they're in the car in their first episode, you know, in a limousine. And, I mean, they just use this song over and over again in the show. Like, literally, sometimes the episodes will have that camera sound at the end, like, and that's how the episode ends. And I like a more harsher sound for BTR. Like, this is, like, as harsh as they're gonna get. You know what I mean? And, you know, I'm here for it. And I really like the guitar in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's very catchy, like the and again, they just play it in the show so much that I feel like I had to fall in love with it. And Logan gets to rap at the end, because, I mean, I guess the thing is, like, in the show, they always talk about, like, oh, Logan's the rapper of the group.
Or
like,
beatboxer.
yeah,
or whatever.
like, ever since episode 1 at his audition. And, you know, I think that it was good that they followed up with that.
Everything came full circle with Logan's rap at the end of this song.
And I love how I know the whole rap. You know, I'm just always like, your song is on the radio.
Paparazzi on your tail.
Tour bus, private jet, thinking big ain't failed you yet. Just one thing you can't forget. Takes more than just one day.
I love the fame just means that you're the best. I hate to say it, but yeah. No, not actually. Like, I don't 100% agree with that statement, but in the Big Time Rush universe,
I actually cannot handle what you're coming off with today. Oh my gosh, we have class soon.
At number 4, we have Till I Forget About You. A banger, a bop. You're going through a breakup and you just need to, again, have a night with the boys, you know, get out of your head and just have a good time. I love a good breakup song that isn't toxic. I am sick of how there's so many songs out there anymore that are being released by people that literally want to honestly kill their exes, if I'm being honest. So, like, and I'm not talking about Kill Bill, because that's actually a good song and she doesn't actually, like, want to kill somebody.
No,
I
but,
would
like,
say.
I'm so sick of this theme of revenge just because you broke up with somebody. It doesn't have to be negative. Like, you know, the song isn't about, like, how awful the girl was. It was about how, like, he's trying to move on. Not just like, oh, she sucks, she did all these things to me. It's just like, no, like, it's gonna be hard for me to move on and forget about her, but, you know, I gotta do it somehow.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna have a good time, and I swear I'll do anything that I have to forget about you. There are just some songs anymore that really irritate me. I feel like Taylor Swift is the only person that could make a good breakup song, or Selena Gomez, because I swear, like, any of these songs anymore, they're always like, hearing your voice sounds like nails on a chalkboard, I wanna stab you. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like,
always just claiming that they're a narcissist.
Yeah, you're a narcissist, sociopath, I hope your family dies. Can we please not do that? I think it's super toxic and I think we need to stop it.
Like, the only exception is you done me for. What I was gonna say is I really love the verses in this song. Like, Carlos, since he left, I don't wait by the phone. I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving.
And it's just such a self-love song. Like, they're loving themselves and getting to know themselves better and living their lives to the fullest while getting over this breakup and moving on in life. Elevate a little higher in life.
And the last thing I want to say is how much I love Kendall's vocals. I am a sucker for a Kendall vocal. Literally, some of these songs, just because some of the parts that Kendall sang in it, I'm like, wait, is he gonna pull me in? And now I'm gonna have to change where the song is on the list. But I tried to let that not tempt me.
At number 3, we're in the top 3 now. We have City Is Ours.
Lock Mr. Bitters in that trunk, because we're heading to LA, baby. Not the Joe Bros. But, you know, we're gonna drive with a learner's permit with an adult in the trunk to not get arrested. And it's amazing.
I haven't seen that episode in a while and I want to watch it before Big Time Rush gets taken off of Netflix.
Yeah, so just in case you didn't know, like, because this video will probably be up soon, please binge Big Time Rush before it's gone. If you did not know about this, I feel really bad for you, because you're probably like, oh, I can watch it whenever I want, but it's leaving, so if you want to watch it while you can.
Yeah, because that's the only place that we were watching it, so I'm really upset, honestly. But City Is Ours, it's like, who came up with that the lyrics? Like, how do you think the city is ours? Like, I don't even know how you think about that and say, yeah, like, that's a good lyric. Like, how do you even come up with that? I don't know. Like, yeah, the city is ours, I guess.
The vocals on this song, I love the way that their voices all blend together. It's so perfect, and I really love that, you know, build up where it's like, it's destiny calling, so night after night we rock the whole place out, as hard as it seems, I know if you want it. And then James is like, amazing, it's gonna happen somehow. It's so powerful, and like that guitar too, oh my gosh, I love that part of the song.
It's also crazy how this song is honestly about taking some time to relax, but also about how you're accomplishing your dreams even though nobody believed in you.
Whoa, yeah, that's true.
It's like, everybody said we were dreaming. Now we're here like, yeah, we told you. So far, but we're that much closer, and there ain't no way that we're leaving.
Which brings us into number 2, Halfway There.
We're halfway there.
They are almost there. Like, you know, they are working towards their goals. And this was a really tough decision to put this in the second spot. We actually thought that this was going to be number 1 for sure.
It's just, this song is very motivational. It could make me cry, honestly. I love it when life chips you down, back against the wall, got no more to give, because we gave it all.
Seems like going the distance is unrealistic.
But we're too far from the start.
No, I feel like that literally sums up my life.
I just feel like I've been through a lot, and no matter what I do, I keep getting knocked down. I've been bullied, harassed. I feel like I've been through a lot. I've had a lot of mental health problems in my life, but this song makes me feel like I'm gonna make it. Everything's gonna be fine. I just gotta keep trying. We take what comes and we keep on going, leaning on each other's shoulders. Then we turn around and see how far we've come.
We just had to do that, didn't we? Be so literal about it. Be like, oh my god, the world's disappearing behind us. The world is disappearing. You made it all so clear. I don't know. I really thought this was gonna be number 1 because I have such a personal connection to it for 2 reasons. One, I can relate to it a lot myself. Still to this day, it just kind of is like, you know, keep going. You'll get to where you need to be, and that's why I love listening to it. And I love James's part where it's like, you know, in the life we live is just so simplistic, you just don't get what you want, but you keep on going. And I also just think it relates to them as a band. I mean, especially like in real life and the TV show, they just kept working and working, and you know, especially in the show, they just kept getting put down over and over again, but they made it.
It's just very relatable, and I think it's relatable to any person who's just been through a lot, you know, trying to gain that confidence back after being knocked down over and over again.
At number 1, drumroll please, we have Big Time Rush.
You gotta live it big. big time.
I'm sorry if you expected that already.
I feel like I really have to fight for this one because every episode you watch of Big Time Rush, you hear the theme song and you're just like, yeah, it's a theme song. And I know you might think we're so basic for putting the theme song at number one, but listen, have you recently listened to the whole thing? Not just the snippet that's at the beginning of the episode, the whole song. It brought us to tears.
Yeah, like, I just didn't know it was gonna affect me that much because it's like, literally, it just keeps going. Like, you think, like, oh, it can't get better than this, it's already so good. And it just keeps going. Like, especially the, like, all the pretty people see you walking in the sunshine, welcome to the good times. Life will never be the same. And my life would never be the same. Oh my god, it's such an emotional song for me. Personally, I relate to it. It's, again, if I want to get hype, I can listen to it. It's a perfect balance of being fun, motivational, and sentimental and emotional, which is why it went to number one instead of Halfway There, because Halfway There can honestly be really depressing.
It can be depending on the kind of mood you're in when listening to it. But Big Time Rush, the song, it reminds me of my childhood self. It reminds me of who I am at the core of my being, my childhood dreams, and of who I dreamed to be, and who I wanted to be in the future, and who I want to be now. It's just, that's who I am at the core of my being, and I wish I still had the confidence and self-esteem I had back then. But this music helps me gain that confidence back. It gives me hope. These lyrics are empowering, motivational. I feel like I can keep going, accomplish my dreams, live my life, not let anything stop me.
It's like, you know, if you want it all, lay it on the line. If it's the only life you got, so you gotta live it big time, like, not even a joke.
Yeah.
Take those opportunities. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this generation, Gen Z right now, I mean, and millennials too, to a certain extent, is like, you know, go for what you want to do instead of
Being
like
miserable.
and what always seems practical. And I relate to that so much because I want to be doing my own thing and doing what I want to do with my life. You have to take risks, live it big time.
Anything I want to do career-wise, it's all creative, and I feel like people are not very supportive of that. They think I can't do it. A lot of people just don't have that confidence in me that I would be able to do something great with my life, which is very horrible. And I just feel like a lot of people are in the same boat that are our age, because, you know, you see all these 18-year-olds all the time being like, I don't even know what to do with my life because I've been told my whole entire life that I was basically worthless by my parents and that I can't do anything. We have to find our childhood selves and who we are at the core of our being and live it big time. It all starts with a dream.
Yeah, because this song's about 4 hockey players from Minnesota making their dream of being a band, according to Kendall. I mean, I never really knew that it was about that, but, you know.
Step it up, get in gear, go for broke, make it clear.
Again, like, what you gotta lose? Like, maybe you do have some, like, a little bit to lose, but it's like, I feel like you have to be a mix of being practical while also just, like, taking risks, but...
Yeah, I walk by faith, not by sight, and that's our ranking.
Thank you, Big Time Rush, for having this impact on my life. No, but actually, like, all these lyrics and everything are so good. I wish I could make music like them, honestly. That's what I would aspire to be. We do have to wrap it up. We have class in a few minutes.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know what your thoughts are on our ranking down below. Let us know how you would rank the songs. What's your favorite Big Time Rush song? Let us know in the comments.
Do you have as much, like, emotional and sentimental attachment to these songs as we do? I'm sure you guys do. But I want to know, like, you know, what your stories with the songs are. We have a gaming channel. Link to that will be in the description. We were playing some really fun games over there recently.
Give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, become an honest pal today. You will automatically get honest powers, and everyone will love you for it because you're such a good person. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Live it big time.